So in this course, we're going to be using Blender, my favorite 3D program. It can be used for modeling, VFX, things like that. If we look at the About section on the blender.org website, you can see that it's a community project, so it's open source and they take donations. You could also use it really to make money. And let's see if we can just quickly go to YouTube and bring up the Blender show reel so we could take a look at some of the stuff that was made in Blender. So this is just with YouTube open. And we've got, like, you can see there's modeling, animation, VFX, world building. You could do, I do work for companies like Netflix, and I use Blender there as well to build 3D models. Just a great program. Again, video editing, all this really great stuff. So you could just see really cool things. Sculpting. So it's a very, very exciting program to use. And yeah, I'm happy that we're going to be using it in this class, even 2D painting, digital painting. All right, so let's go ahead at the top here and click the download button to download Blender. At the current time, it's 4.5.2. You can use whatever version you like. That's within the 4 range, but I say go with the latest stable version. So I'm going to go ahead and hit download Blender. It's going to prompt you where to download it. I'm going to download it to the desktop. And then here is Blender 4.5. So I'm just going to double click that to run it. And just click next all the way through. And on your desktop or in your taskbar, you should have an icon that looks like this. If you hit the Windows key and you start typing Blender, you could see I have 4.4 installed or 4.5. Let's go ahead and open that up. So here our program is open, and there's one more thing I want to do, and that's just do some setup and install a plugin. So at the top, go to Edit, Preferences here. And what we want to do is go to Input, and let's actually go to, key mapping first, and then I want to do Tab for Pi menu. Right now, if I hit Tab, you can see that I don't get a lot of things going on, but if I turn on Tab for Pi menu and I hit Tab, you can see I can go to Object Mode. If I have this cube selected, it just gives you a bunch of different options. And then I want to do, I think that's pretty much it on this front. And let's see, if I hit my tilde key, which is to the left of the 1, I can select my camera, which is good. All right, the next thing I want to do is download an extension, or a plugin, rather, that we're going to be using in this class, and it's called RetopoFlow. So the link is here. I'm going to post it in the description for the lesson. You don't want to download this code version. You want to slide down here, and it says RetopoFlow is a suite of fun sketch-based retopology tools for Blender, which we're going to be using a lot. And as you go through here, you can see that it is it's actually free for students. So downloading. Future updates of RetopoFlow can be supported through however we make RetopoFlow access on our GitHub page, especially for students and teachers that are using it for educational purposes. And that's what we want. You may download it from our account dashboard on the Blogger Marketplace once you already purchased it. So as you can see here, if we go to the GitHub page, which is where we're at, it says that, downloading, installing is easy. You can go to Preferences, Add-ons, Install, and this will download it from our browser. Okay, so actually, let's go up here to the top, and let's go to Code, and download the zip file, and go to and just leave it at the desktop as RetopoFlow Master. And I'm going to, again, mine is on my desktop, so I'm going to go back to Blender. And inside of here, I'm going to go down to these 3 little lines, and I'm going to go, or actually, we want to go to Add-ons. Here we go. And then Install from Disk, Desktop, grab RetopoFlow Master, let that load itself up. And if I type in RE for RetopoFlow, you should see RetopoFlow 3 here, and it's checked on. And then I want to go down here to these 3 lines, and I want to make sure I save preferences so it's always there. Now when I click on this little line, this little arrow here to the side here, you can see, item tool view. We also have RetopoFlow here. So we can actually say, from cursor, from active, and that'll fire up a different window. And a little bit of help here. So I'm going to hit close to escape that. And now we have our RetopoFlow tools. If I hit, I believe it's tab, it'll take me back into Blender. So that's really the main tool that we're going to be using essentially in this video series. So you want to have that installed. In the next lesson, we'll get into a little bit about the interface, and I usually do that through modeling something basic.